It's Friday afternoon and I'm frustrated. Why do people want to try and run a marathon before they can even walk? As you've heard over the past couple of weeks, I've got a lot of rants regarding appointing parties stipulating that projects should be delivered in accordance with ISO 19650. Now we're seeing clients getting fixated on digital twins. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a vision or a long-term vision to adopt a digital twin, but the problem is right now everyone's seeing the future, but they're not actually looking at the current steps or the process in which they need to get to there. Now, if we take a step back into the first steps of what we should be looking at with implementing BIM processes, and today we're not going to talk about, my favorite terminology being better information management. If we go back to the start of the processes that were set up back in the UK under PAS 1192, most of the clients that are asking for projects to be delivered in accordance with ISO 19650 don't even have the fundamentals in place, so container naming. If we take a step away from all of the challenges that we're facing as an industry today and just think about that one step, if people named their pieces of information correctly, documents, drawings, models, and they named them in a consistent manner, that would be a really big step forward in terms of how we could actually find things. Now, think about how we adapt this back to my initial analogy about running a marathon before you can even walk. The problem is everyone's wanting everything today and not recognizing that the first steps that they're forgetting about are actually the most important. There's so many clients out there that are asking for these projects to be delivered in accordance with ISO 19650, yet they don't even have a common data environment in place yet. So my suggestion for everyone out there watching today is to be able to run a marathon, it takes a lot of training and it takes a journey and it takes steps. You learn to do things in a stepped process, so you're not going out there day one and running a marathon. You've even got training to get up to those distances using fartlek training techniques. Now, all of these things are similar in the way in which we need to implement our BIM processes. Don't automatically go for digital twins. I want one of these today. Let's start off before we're starting our projects and identify a containing naming strategy for your organization. There are standards out there that enable you to do this, but at the same time, maybe it's time to have a common data environment set up. Now, they don't have to be as complicated as many that are out there or costly. A simple common data environment can be set up on SharePoint. So, bit of a long rant today, but if you're as frustrated by this as I am, and you'd like some help within your organization, feel free to reach out. The comments have been great the last couple of weeks, so keep them up on YouTube and on LinkedIn. I've really been enjoying the conversations that we've been having across the board. I'll see you next week for my latest BIM Rant.